Well, hello. Welcome to Reader's Retreat. I just made me a fresh pot of coffee. It's 4:05 p.m. And we're going to be talking about writing. I know there's a lot of writers out there. And while I'm waiting on that, we're going to hit that. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. I think that's still up. Okay, now let's hit that again and share it out. Okay. Got that. We got one like. All right. Oh. But we're going to be chatting about writing. Uh, if I had anybody to chat with, I would have did it on StreamYards. Hey, Terry. Don't forget, Terry, to contact KP. I forgot about it. He wanted us to contact him at 4, and it's after 4. So, yeah. Someone might be up there saying, I thought you gave up writing. But does a writer ever give up totally? Or do they just sit back a while and come up with stuff? That's what I like to think I do. Sit back a while, not do nothing with writing. I might say a lot of crap about me quitting and stuff. And hey, cool gamer. And stuff like that. But don't worry about it. And 9 times out of 10, I just need a break. I'm not one of these writers that tries to force a story out of me. And personally, I think if people is spitting out stuff every 3 months or something like that, they're forcing themselves. And some of their books is good, but I got a few from independent authors that it wasn't so good because you could tell that they was forcing it onto the page, and stuff like that. Like I said, if I had anybody to come up here and talk with me, I would have did this on StreamYard to have a panel. But this is a last minute thing that I decided to do. And so now we're here. So if you're a writer, push a 1, put a 1 in the chat. If you're a reader, push a 2 in the chat. If you write music, push a 3 in the chat. And let's see where that goes, shall we? It's hot here. Yes, I'm drinking coffee, but that's besides the point. I always drink coffee. Tonight's going to be a long night for me. But I want to get some more reading done. Then I want to get some writing done. I have gave everybody that does NaNoWriMo, I have gave them 9 days. 9 days they've had a head start on me. That's 12,000 words. They should have at least 12,000 words wrote already. Now, am I trying to say I'm better than them? No, that ain't what I'm saying. I am saying that I gave them 9 days. That means that they should be up to 12,000 words. And I am challenging myself to use less than 30 days to get to 50,000. Can I do it? That's a question. That's a good question. Do you think I can do it? Do you think I can hit 50,000 words in less than 30 days? Like I said, I gave everybody else 9 days head start. And why am I doing this? Do I think I'm a fast typer? No. Am I a fast writer? No. Then why am I doing this? As a writer, I believe all writers should challenge yourself at some point. Yes, I'm published and stuff like that, but that's besides the point. And everybody knows writing is the easy part. The hard part is editing. The other hard part is thinking of your characters and building a world. Well, thank you, Terry. So, like I said, yeah, I am published. I have 2 short stories published. One on Smashwords, one on Amazon inside of a book, and I can't remember the name of it. But I can tell you it's not Penthouse, so don't even ask that question. Yes, I'm trying to be funny, people. But that's what I did. I've been coming up with an idea to write. And I am going to try to do it. And I'm going to see if I can't do it in less than 30 days. So, no, Briar Patch is a story inside the book. That is not the name of the book. That is the name of the story I wrote. But thank you, Terry. Yeah. The other one's a corpse on Smashwords. The corpse is free. And why ain't I writing right now? Why ain't I reading right now? You might ask yourself that. The question is, I'm thinking. I'd like to have me a pipe, have me a good cup of coffee, and sit back and think. Sometimes I like to be talking to someone as I'm thinking. Yeah, Tales of the Weirder Strange. Thank you, Terry. Uh, so, and one thing I can tell you is the story I came up with is called Between Death and Grace. So Between Death and Grace is the working title of the story I'm working on. I ain't going to call it a book yet. It's not. It's a story. When it becomes a book, I'll call it a book. But that's after probably publishing, in my opinion. Now, everybody don't have to have the same opinion as me. I'll be honest. So, what does that mean for Reader's Retreat? That I'm getting back into writing. I was talking to a couple of friends today. They helped me with some stuff, and we're going to see what I can do. I was asking them questions. And now the corpse is free if you go to Smashwords and upload it or download it, whatever it's called. Now, what does it mean for this channel? It just means a lot of times when I'm doing sprints, I might just call them writing and reading sprints. That way people can either write or they can read as the sprints is going on. The only difference is they will be at the different time lengths, like 15 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes, an hour, maybe even an hour and 15 minutes. Who knows? So the old boy's coming back out of retirement, I guess you can say. I just took a year or two off just to get my mind straight. I had a lot of things going on, and I needed my time for myself. And we're just going to see about that stuff. So, yes, I got a couple storylines right here in front of me. I got Between Death and Grace, which is totally a different story than what is in front of me. Okie dokie, Terry. So, don't think I'm doing this out, off the top of my head. I'm doing the show off the top of my head, but I have wrote before. I am published, so you can say I'm a published author. And it seems like everybody wants me to write longer short stories. Hey, B, how you doing? So I'm getting back in that. I'm getting back into writing. My like I said, I had to go through some stuff and clear my mind and get some stuff thinking. So I'm doing good. I'm doing good, V. And so I'm getting back into writing. I'm still reading. I think Stephen King said, "A reader don't have to write, but a writer does have to read." Remember that. So I think that's good advice. I really do. I really think that's good advice. And if you think about it, a reader don't have to know how to write. But if a writer doesn't know how to read, how would they know how to put the words up down? That's a good question. Because I've actually heard some readers go, I mean, some writers go, I never read. Then stop worrying about why your book sucks if you never read. Because, like the saying says, a writer has to read. No, we're not saying they have to read every single day, but they do read a lot. And 9 times out of 10, they probably read more than what a writer does. I mean, what a reader does. Because not only are they reading somebody else's books and works, they are reading uh, what they wrote. So think of it. I don't like them. Right, right. I don't like annotations. I will never ruin a book by doing that. And to me, that's what that is. It's ruining the book. Uh, if I'm going to do something like that, the only work I'm going to do is the draft. And when I'm doing stuff, I might put something on there saying it needs this, this, this on there. Uh, so this channel is going back into writing. This channel is going. It's always been about reading. And it's always great to see some of the old friends dropping by. Awesome, awesome. Uh, so that's what we're doing here tonight. We're just talking about writing. Uh, and when you talk about writing, you have to talk a little bit about reading. Yeah, I'm using one of my new pipes. But like I said, I'll be doing some sprints, writing sprints, reading sprints. Sometimes they'll be separate. Sometimes they'll be together. I would say most of the time they'll probably be together. Depends, because I might do writing sprints a lot during the daytime, and not. Depends when I feel like writing. Uh, Now I was thinking about reading my stories again on YouTube and see what people think of it. And I go by two names in the word writing world. I go by my real name. Then I go by Samuel PK. So that's mainly what it is, people. And for people that knew that I used to dip, I don't dip no more. I went back to a pipe and sometimes a cigar. I do like a good cigar. But I like a good pipe too. Pipes is easier because you don't have to worry about the ashes falling. So, how many writers do we have out there? Writers, put in a 1. Readers, put in a 2. Songwriters, put in a 3. And let's see how that works out this time. Let's see if we get any takers. Are you a writer, a reader, or a songwriter? And most songwriters are singers, so that counts for both of them. Right, but you ain't supposed to say nothing. You're supposed to just put a 3 in. V, you're supposed to put a 2 because I know you read. That's good. Sometimes I go live with the reading sprints, but tonight I felt like going live with this because I'm going to get back into writing today. Like I was saying, I waited 9 days after NaNoWriMo was started, giving everybody else 9 days head start. So everybody else should be at least 12,000 or more words. And I am actually challenging myself to try to write 50,000 words in less days, in 9 days less than what everybody else does. That's my goal. Well, thank you, Lee. Oh, it is a small ball there that is worked up. Anyway, 2 for V. Terry, you should put a 3 in. I guess I need to put a 1, comma 2. Because I'm a writer, I'm a reader, I'm a flam baster. I'm a writer, I'm a reader, I'm a midnight stiller. So but V, I'd like to see you coming around more often, huh? It'd be awesome. Yeah, I still have that problem calling everybody hun. So anyway, I just came on just for a little bit, just to yak my jaws and all that nice horse money. And I want to see who all was going to be up for reading sprints, writing sprints, anything like that. And yes, I know the song was supposed to be Midnight Smoker. Awesome, awesome. Me too. I just got done eating right before I went live. Okay, V. I might be here, I might not. I don't know how long I'm going to stay. But I just was wondering if you're catching this on the replay, please put in stuff, uh, comments in the comments, and I'd love to hear from you. I try at least to hit the heart on everybody. I try to uh, reply to everybody, but I don't get around to everybody all the time. So, and I see Mandy just put up October wrap up. Now, last time I talked to her much, she was trying to write, and I don't know if she how far she made it in the writing. But writing, think of writing as a release. Always well, you might be in the same type of books if you give it if you give it a try. Uh, so just trying to figure out what people's up to, what people's doing. What people's thinking. Now, one thing I did learn, people, you do not talk to another writer about too much of your storyline unless you can trust that other writer. Uh, learned that trick. I learned that the hard way, and that's just life. I'm chalking it up as an experience. How about you all? Chalk it up through experience. Chalk it down through experience. It depends on how you look at it. But I might get out of here. And so there are a couple of people I need to call, and stuff like that. So, and I need to get started on something. Even if it's just reading, I need to get started on something. And I got 2 books I need to finish. 3 books really. But this is just a short live talking about writing. And letting people know, yes, I am an author. Yes, I do like to support the indie people. And yes, I am looking for more indie people to support. For so in the comments, if you're an author and you got some of your books out, put the links in the comments. Okay. So I'll talk to everybody later. You all have a good day and keep writing, people.